ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jimmy McDowell along with Michael Rothschild. This is Down for the Count, coming up on May 9th at the USW Hall in Marion, Ohio. NWA Midwest Championship Wrestling will present Breaking Point Revelations. It's a stacked card. There's a lot of great matches on the card. Possibly the biggest one of the night might be for the Citywide Championship, as the current Citywide Champion Graham Wellington, Mike, will be defending the belt against Ganger.
Yes, and at New Era Begins Reloaded, Jimmy, Graham Wellington defeated Ganger in a #1 contenders match, which then Graham could challenge for any title he wanted at any time, and at Friction, he cashed in that opportunity to become the Citywide Champion.
That's a very good point. That's a very good point. And I think ever since then, Ganger has been trying to pick his spot. He's been patiently waiting, trying to figure out a way to get back at Graham Wellington for that loss. It was a very physical match. In fact, from what I hear, Graham Wellington is not looking forward to taking on Ganger.
Absolutely not. Have you ever seen Ganger? Did you see his back last month? He had cuts all over it. He looks like, his nickname's the Pitbull, Jimmy. He looks like a Pitbull. He looks like he will straight up bite you on the head.
Bite you on the head or the leg or somewhere, that's for sure. And but no, you're right. The Pitbull is a very fitting name for Ganger. He's not the tallest guy in the world. In fact, what's interesting, Ganger and Graham Wellington are about the same weight, but there's a huge difference in their heights. So I guess you could say that's the long and the short of it, so to speak.
Absolutely. And as Jimmy announced, fans, the match has been signed. In the main event, it will be Graham Wellington defending the Citywide title against the Pitbull Ganger. It's a match a lot of fans are looking forward to. Like you said, Graham Wellington's probably not looking forward to it too much, but I'm excited to see it.
Everyone else is, that's for sure. Another match that is going to be on the card that I think a lot of fans are looking forward to is the match between Christian Black and Kyle Maverick. Now, recently, you had a chance to talk to Kyle Maverick, isn't that right?
Absolutely, and he was unapologetic about what some fans and apparently our board of directors is calling the power bomb heard around the world. I'm going to quote Samantha Heights right now, ladies and gentlemen. Kayla, this ain't ballet, sweetie. This is professional wrestling. You didn't want to get hurt. You shouldn't have gotten in the ring.
Yeah, well, you know, and there's some validity to that, because obviously the sport of professional wrestling is a very tough sport, whether you're male or female. And in fact, if memory serves correctly, I think Kayla received a superplex off the top, and that could have contributed, besides the power bomb, to the reason she has a sore neck and a sore back.
Her neck's messed up, her back's messed up. We've heard from the doctors. We don't know when Kayla will be back, but apparently the self-professed ladies' man, Christian Black, wanted to get involved. You know something, Jimmy? You know why Kyle Maverick's going to win?
Why is that?
Christian Black looks like one of those punk skateboard kids that you find at a skateboard park in downtown Marion. Doesn't look like a professional wrestler. Kyle Maverick looks like a professional wrestler, and that's why Kyle Maverick will win on May 9th.
Well, Christian Black definitely has a skater edge to him. I won't dispute that. Now, of course, you know, this match has touched a lot of nerves. It's a very emotional match, and in fact, that's kind of why I guess you could say Christian Black came to the aid of Kayla. He took offense to the fact that Kyle Maverick put his hands on a lady.
You know something? Christian Black always wants to put his nose in somebody else's business, Jimmy. And he's got somebody on the outside of the ring he's going to have to worry about in Samantha Heights. He's not only going to have to worry about dealing with Kyle Maverick, but Samantha Heights is a very dangerous woman, Jimmy. Christian Black better be careful on May 9th.
No, that's a very good point. In fact, one would think that the deck is kind of stacked against Christian Black for the fact that Kyle Maverick will have Samantha Heights at ringside with him, and it looks like Kayla is not going to be able to make it. We've got to take a commercial break. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hello, welcome to JC's Pizza. You got pizza so great, you'll scrape your plate.
Cleaning your plate will be the least of your worries. Now, deciding on all the mouth-watering toppings, that's a problem. With our homemade dough, cheese, and our famous special recipe white sauce, you'll be begging for seconds in no time. With the only place in town with all your favorite flavors of ice cream, you can choose dine-in or carry-out. So come on down to JC's Pizza, 11 South High Street in LaRue, Ohio. Is that noise under the hood starting to turn heads? Is that spare tire starting to embarrass your kids? Then come in and let the experienced technicians at Waldo Tire and Automotive diagnose and repair the problem. From tune-ups to brake repair and everything in between, including any and all tire services, let Waldo Tire and Automotive get you back on the road safely. Waldo Tire and Automotive, quality you can count on and a company you can trust.
Are you looking for something retro? Maybe you're looking for a little throwback. Well, Tag's Thrift Shop is where you need to go. Located on East Center Street in Marion, Ohio. Tag's Thrift Shop is one of the biggest thrift stores in Central Ohio. Go in there and check out all the cool stuff from throwback yesterday, yesteryear, and last century. The customer service is top of the line. Just go in and see Carrie and Jay for anything that you need old school. Tag's Thrift Shop, a proud sponsor of the NWA.
Welcome back to Down for the Count. Another exciting match coming up at Breaking Point Revelations is the match for the Tag Team Championship between Generation Iron and the Bearded Dragons. Now, I know this is a match the Bearded Dragons have definitely been looking forward to.
They've demanded this. They deserve this match, Jimmy. Yeah. They are former two-time Midwest Tag Team Champions. They never got their rematch when they lost their titles the last time, but I think you'll agree with me, Jimmy. They're up against a very stiff challenge from the current champions, Generation Iron.
Well, and actually kind of the rub, so to speak, is the fact that they've been in tag team matches since they lost the championships, but they've never been one-on-one tag team matches, so to speak. It's always been three-way matches with the tag team of Elite.
Elite, yeah, let's not even talk about Elite anymore, Jimmy. The Bearded Dragons are deserving of this match, like I said before. Now, Generation Iron, while they're a great tag team, I have a lot of respect for them, they're not really worried about the Bearded Dragons, Jimmy, and that's going to be a huge, huge mistake because the Bearded Dragons are two very dangerous individuals.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. As you alluded to, not only are they two-time tag team champions, they dominated the tag team scene in most of 2014, at least for the first 9 months, I'd say. The Bearded Dragons were kind of the it team in the tag team division.
They won the titles on their first match here, Jimmy. I don't know how much more dominant you can be, but I'm excited for this match. I know the fans are going to be excited for this match. Now, another match, Jimmy, we've got on the show on May 9th is AJ Snow, who won't have his security blanket at ringside with him, Christian Black, because he's got his own problems to deal with, against a very good friend of mine, Jimmy. He's the dirtiest of them all, Dirty Tom.
Well, Dirty Tom is definitely a very good athlete, one that shouldn't be taken lightly. Let's not forget, when Dirty Tom made his debut here at NWA Midwest Championship Wrestling back in March, he almost upset Joshua Singh. Yeah, I mean, it was that close. He took him to the limit. It was a fantastic match. And so, you know how you were saying Generation Iron should not be taking the Bearded Dragons lightly? I don't think AJ Snow should be taking Dirty Tom lightly.
Absolutely not, Jimmy. Dirty Tom has a very bright future here in Midwest Championship Wrestling, and I'm excited to see where he goes from here. Now, when we come back from commercial, Jimmy, I know you won't be here anymore because I will be joined by a true man of the people, our leader, the Truth, Timmy Townsend. Oh. So fans, stick around, and we'll be right back.
New owners John and Jill Neidhart would like to welcome you to the all-new 10-Star Saloon. With open pool every Tuesday night from 6 to 12 and karaoke anytime. Come in for our signature 10-star burger, fresh cut fries, pork rinds, and crackers. Weekend drink specials and everyday prices so low that we can't even tell you. The all-new 10-Star Saloon located in downtown Waldo. Great food, great prices, and a great atmosphere. The 10-Star Saloon, a proud sponsor of the NWA. Need a quality trophy at a quality price? Come down to Sway's Trophy House at 136 South State Street in Marion, Ohio. Come in and talk to Kevin and Joe, serving Marion and the surrounding areas for over 40 years. Come in for our wide range of trophies, awards, and plaques, all built and engraved right here in the store. And a no-fault policy on most awards taken care of at no additional charge. And we will be here to serve you personally. Stop in and see us at Sway's Trophy House. That's 136 South State Street in Marion, Ohio.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am here with my friend and our leader, the Truth, Timmy Townsend. Now, Timmy, this past weekend we had our privacy breached when we were in our business office having a private business conversation, and somebody was put the video out on YouTube. Do you have anything to say about that right now?
Yes, I do, Rothschild. I've gotten to the source, and I'm proud to announce, effective of today, the head of security for the USW Hall has been fired, and he'll never work in security again. I will see to it.
Thank you, Tim. That makes me feel a lot more safe being here now, Timmy. Now, you were talking about Renzo Lavelle in that video. You know, we had a great big celebration planned for May 9th. We had a cake with Renzo's picture on it. We had the marching band from one of the local high schools. We had balloons. That's all been ruined now, Timmy.
And I don't even get back the deposit. But May 9th, there's a big celebration planned. The new NWA Midwest Heavyweight Championship belt is here. It was supposed to be Renzo's crowning moment. The big shining light that he was. But it turns out he's a failure. A failure that wasted my time and my money, and now this celebration has to go to the non-impact player, Seth Allen.
You know, Timmy, I just got word we're going to have bread and we're going to have warm water for Seth Allen. That's what he deserves.
Seth Allen deserves no beverages. There will be nothing for this celebration. Seth Allen, I'm not going to do you any favors because it's bad enough I've got to watch you walk around with this brand new belt as our champion. And like I said before, you're not my champion.
He's not my champion either, Timmy. Now, you said you have a plan for Renzo Lavelle, how you're going to deal with Renzo. Can you let us in on that a little bit?
It's no secret at all. Renzo Lavelle is a very dangerous man. If he's alive and breathing air, he's dangerous. But so ain't Timmy Townsend. I'm very dangerous too. And Renzo Lavelle, I'm going to do everything I can to officially erase you from NWA Wrestling for good.
Buy your tickets at Replays, 1239 Mount Vernon Avenue in Marion, Ohio. Replays with the cheapest games and the cheapest movies in town. Replays, a proud sponsor and ticket outlet for the NWA.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Down for the Count. Now that Timmy Townsend, our commissioner, has...
Hold on a second, Jiminy Cricket. He's our leader. Continue.
Now that Timmy Townsend has finished his address, I have been able to rejoin you, which makes me happy because I like hanging out with you. Anyway, coming up at Breaking Point Revelations, we've got another great match coming up. It will be Twisted, who will be taking on James Alexander. And Michael, though James Alexander might be kind of new to the Midwest scene, he's been a champion in the NWA before. He's been all around, so I wouldn't necessarily call James Alexander a rookie.
No, and, you know, in a way I kind of feel bad for Twisted, but then again I really don't. Because you got to laugh at the sense of humor our leader, the Truth Timmy Townsend, has. Twisted re-signed his developmental deal, what, 6 months ago? Look at what's happened since he's come back. He's been abducted by Joe Bruiser. He's been put in a body bag. He's been beaten. He's been bloodied.
In fact, he lost his match against Joe Bruiser.
And now he's got to wrestle a dangerous guy in James Alexander. The locker room of NWA Midwest Championship Wrestling better pay attention to James Alexander. He's here, and he's not going away.
James Alexander isn't necessarily the meanest or the dirtiest player in the game per se, but he is what I would call a tactician, almost like an assassin. Would you agree?
Absolutely. He's a smart guy. He uses his brain. He picks a body part. He's very old school in his approach, Jimmy. Like I said, he's a dangerous man. Twisted better be ready because he's in for the fight of his life against James Alexander.
I agree with you completely on that. But, of course, we've got a bunch of other great matches coming up at Breaking Point Revelations as well.
You know, we're going to have a lot of great matches. The Real Man Brian Douglas will be here. Malice will be here. War Machine Williams will be here. Brandon Xavier will be here. Tickets are on sale, fans, at Replays Gameware for $8 a piece pre-sale. They'll be $12 at the door. I know Jimmy will be excited to see you. I don't really care if I see you. I'm just here to do a job and leave. So
basically, now and then don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, that you can buy the DVD copy of our last event at NWARingside.com. And of course, this upcoming event will also be filmed for DVD, and in a couple weeks after the event will be released through NWARingside.com as well. And you know, there's one other big name who's going to be at Breaking Point Revelations that I don't think you mentioned. Phil Nitro Monahan, isn't that right?
That is right, Jimmy. You actually did something good for once. Thank you.
That's what
Nitro will be here, and from what I've been told, Nitro is not going to be alone, Jimmy.
Really?
Yes, sir.
So, I didn't know that. So now that you mention that, I'm curious as to who Nitro is going to be coming with. I guess there's only one way to find out. Don't wait for the DVD to come out. Come join us in person. See it for yourself live on May 9th. From Michael Rothschild, I'm Jimmy McDowell. This has been Down for the Count.